A star seems to have fallen from the sky. For centuries, this little star traveled in the dark holds of ships. Old apothecaries kept it inside glass jars. Welcome to my channel, the Ancient Herbarium. Look inside your kitchen pantry. Among the jars and spices, you may find a small, dark wooden star. The familiar spice hides an extraordinary story. The aroma is sweet and powerful. Licorice is the first scent you notice. Winter desserts bring another familiar memory. Mulled wine brings another. Traditional liqueurs bring another. At first glance, nothing seems unusual, but botany is never as simple as it appears. Today, we are going on a remarkable journey that we will follow forgotten maritime routes, that we will explore shipwrecks beneath the waters of Southeast Asia, that we will discover ancient remedies, that we will also enter the laboratories of modern pharmacology. And there is a dark secret waiting at the end, a poisonous, false brother. A plant with almost the same shape, a plant that can be deadly. Make yourself comfortable. Today, we uncover the secrets of Star Anise. Let's start with the basics. What are we really holding when we pick up a Star Anise? A single seed is not what we are looking at. A dried flower is not what we are holding. The star is actually a fruit. More precisely, the fruit is made of several woody follicles. Each follicle is arranged around a central point. Together, they create the familiar star shape. Most fruits have 6 to 8 points. Each woody section contains a small seed. The seed is smooth and shiny. A majestic evergreen tree produces this unusual fruit. The scientific name is Illicium verum. The tree can easily reach 10 to 15 meters in height. Glossy leaves cover its branches. Fragrant flowers appear among the leaves. Flower colors range from yellowish white to deep pink. Warm and humid regions of East Asia are its natural home. Southern China is one of its main growing regions. Guangxi is especially important. Northern Vietnam is another major area. Now, let's look at the scientific name, Illicium. This name was not chosen by chance. The word comes from the Latin verb illicere. The meaning is to entice. Another meaning is to attract. A third meaning is to seduce. Ancient European botanists understood the connection immediately. The plant has a powerful personality. Its aroma is impossible to ignore. Star anise can attract you before you even see the fruit. A powerful essential oil creates this distinctive aroma. One of its main compounds is called anethol. Green anise also contains the same molecule. Fennel contains it too. But star anise has its own unique character. The concentration and aroma create a deeper, rounder scent. The name almost sounds like a prophecy, the plant that seduces. But when does the real story of star anise begin? For a long time, Western historians believed the spice was a discovery of the modern era. That idea was wrong. Archaeobotany tells a different story. This science studies plant remains found at archaeological sites. Ancient evidence of star anise use dates back to the 7th through 9th centuries AD. China was then living through the Tang dynasty. The spice was already moving across Asia. Caravan routes carried the valuable fruit. Early maritime routes carried it too. Then we find a remarkable piece of evidence. The story comes from the Bacau shipwreck. The year is the 15th century. At a merchant junk sails near Bacau Island. The island lies in the Karimata Strait. In Indonesia, Chinese ceramics fill the ship. Bronze objects are also on board. Cast iron and other valuable goods complete the cargo. Then the ship disappears beneath the sea. The exact cause remains unknown. Mud slowly covers the vessel. More than 500 years pass. Eventually, underwater archaeologists recover the cargo. Remarkably preserved botanical remains are found among the goods. Among them are the unmistakable stars of star anise. This discovery provides powerful evidence. Star anise was already a valuable commodity in the 15th century. Southeast Asian maritime traders were already moving the spice across the region. European sailors had not yet entered these waters. The Asian trade network was already flourishing. Europe, however, tells a very different story. Ancient archaeological evidence remains extremely rare. For Europeans, this strange star was still almost unknown. The story changes at the end of the 16th century. Europe enters the age of great maritime exploration. Naval powers compete for control of distant trade routes. Historical records place the arrival of Star Anise in European ports. Around 1588, a famous navigator is connected with this arrival. His name was Thomas Cavendish. Cavendish was an English navigator and privateer. He was also the third man to circumnavigate the globe. Magellan and Francis Drake had completed the journey before him. Cavendish captured ships around the Philippines. Exotic goods became part of his cargo. Among those goods were these strange, fragrant stars. The European market reacted immediately. Star anise became a luxury spice. Rarity made it expensive. Exotic origins made it even more desirable. By the beginning of the 17th century, London merchants were already selling it. Apothecaries sold the spice at very high prices. Pharmacists used it to flavor syrups. Perfumers also valued its powerful aroma. Medicinal preparations were made with the spice. Wealthy customers and members of the nobility could afford them. But Europe treated star anise as a luxury. Asia had known the plant for centuries. So how was the spice used in its homeland? Traditional Chinese medicine gave star anise a much deeper role. The spice was never simply a cooking ingredient. Practitioners considered it a warming substance. Traditional use connected the spice with the liver and kidney meridians. The spice was also used to dispel cold. Abdominal discomfort was another traditional indication. People often chewed the seeds after meals. Fresh breath was one benefit. Digestion was another traditional reason. Essential oils can stimulate digestive secretions. They can also influence stomach contractions. Then comes another fascinating detail. Historical ethnobotanical records describe an unusual traditional use. Some records are preserved at the Royal Botanic Gardens at Kew in London. English travelers recorded local practices in Asia. Some accounts describe star anise as an aromatic aphrodisiac. Concentrated infusions were traditionally prepared. Hot wine was another preparation. The purpose was to awaken desire. Traditional practitioners also associated the spice with impotence remedies. An ancient aphrodisiac with a very appropriate name. Elysium. To attract. To entice. To seduce. At this point, the story could seem complete. Star anise could simply be a chapter in botanical history. Perhaps the story could end with Asian cuisine. But then comes the twist. Ancient herbal knowledge suddenly meets modern science. The early 2000s brought new concerns about global influenza outbreaks. Avian influenza became a major international threat. Scientists urgently needed effective antiviral medicines. One important drug already existed. The drug was called oseltamivir. The commercial name is Tamiflu. Industrial production requires a crucial starting material. That material is called shikimic acid. And where did the pharmaceutical industry obtain large quantities for many years? The source was Elysium verum. The source was star anise. For several years, pharmaceutical companies purchased huge quantities of the spice. A humble-looking spice became an important industrial raw material. A plant with ancient roots became part of modern pharmaceutical production. Medieval-looking stars entered high-tech laboratories. Ancient botany suddenly connected with modern medicine. The bridge between the two worlds is extraordinary, but every good botanical mystery needs a dark side. Nature has a habit of creating doubles. Star anise has a dangerous false brother. The name is Elysium anisatum. Another name is Japanese star anise. In Japan, the plant is also known as shirikimi. The two species can look remarkably similar. Even an experienced eye may have difficulty telling them apart. Both fruits form a star. Both contain woody follicles. The Japanese species can be slightly smaller. The shape can also be less regular. The aroma provides another clue. camphor is more noticeable than licorice. But visual identification can still be difficult. The real difference is much more serious. True star anise is Illicium verum. Japanese star anise is Illicium anisatum. The Japanese species contains a powerful neurotoxin. The toxin is called anisatin. Ingestion can cause severe neurological symptoms. Convulsions can occur. Respiratory paralysis can also occur. Severe poisoning can be fatal. Young children can be especially vulnerable. Medical records have documented serious poisoning cases. Accidental confusion between the two plants has caused some of these cases. Contaminated or adulterated products have also been involved. Japan gives the poisonous plant a very different cultural meaning. Illicium anisatum has traditionally been planted near temples. Cemeteries are another traditional location. The plant has also been burned as incense. Its strong fragrance made it suitable for funeral ceremonies. The species became associated with death. It also became associated with the sacred point. One star can be used as a spice. The other can poison and kill. Point 2 almost identical plants. Point 2 very different stories. Both belong to the same botanical family. The next time you pick up a star anise, stop for a moment. Look closely at that little wooden star. Think about the ships of Thomas Cavendish. Think about the sailors aboard the Bacao junk. Think about the ship resting beneath the sea for centuries. Think about the scientists working in modern laboratories. Think about the chemistry hidden inside this strange fruit. And remember the thin line between a beautiful spice and a deadly poison. Nature is never ordinary. We only need to learn how to listen. If you enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of star anise, leave a like on the video. Your support helps the channel. Subscribe to the Ancient Herbarium. Activate the notification bell. That way, you will not miss the next chapters. More fascinating plants are waiting to be discovered. More mysterious stories are waiting to be told. And what about you? Do you ever use star anise in your cooking? Do you add it to herbal teas? Tell me in the comments below. I'll see you in the next secret.